105.9 Academy FM.
The sound of Folkestone.
Today then, we're joined on the show by someone who I can genuinely call a legend. Marcus Bentley, the voice of Big Brother, is on the show. You all right, mate?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for taking time out to join us. I mean, I was watching Big Brother the other night and I sat there just thinking, oh my God, I'm talking to this guy, the guy who I've heard on my TV week upon week upon week watching this TV programme. I'm actually going to talk to him on the show later on. It's mad.
Yeah,
I mean,
for nearly 13 years now.
What's it like being the voice of this, which we can only describe as a historic TV programme?
Well, I'm an actor originally, so when it came along, I didn't know what to expect, and it was another job. I did voiceovers, I did them for commercials, lots of the obvious companies on TV, things like that. And then all of a sudden, this thing came, and about 5 weeks in, with a nasty Nick thing back in the year 2000, I suddenly thought, oh, this job might have some legs. So. And then people started mimicking me. I remember that Christmas, Christmas 2000, I was watching Alistair McGowan on TV, and he started taking me off in a sketch about David Beckham on Big Brother. And I thought, oh, my jaw just dropped or so. And since then, it's just got bigger and bigger. And of course, it's 13 years now. It's moved channels in 2011. And it's just going from strength to strength. And it's great, and long may it continue, because that's how I make a living, so it's great.
Yeah, it's an amazing job, it must be. I mean, because you are the household voice. I mean, people think Peter Dixon, they think you. I mean, what's the process of recording each programme? Because, of course, there's a programme which goes out every night, isn't there, more or less? Sometimes there's a
24, it's the previous day goes out that night.
Yeah.
So they're filmed around the clock, 24 hours, say, on a Thursday, and then come Friday, they're cutting it through the night, and then they all watch it, all the producers, and then they edit, and then sometimes they say, oh God, no, we can't have that, or it has to be better, cut this out. Yeah. And it's evolving. It's a very, very sort of, oh God, there used to be 800 people working on Big Brother.
Wow.
At any one time. That was including people working at the channels, whatever. I don't know what the state of play is today. I think it's a bit less than that, as equipment gets better, and I think Channel 5 is a lot smaller than Channel 4 numbers-wise. The people that work there, so I still think it's about 500 people work on the show. So it's a hell of a commitment, and and a lot of work for a lot of people to turn that over. And then for me, well, I just read out loud, so it's great. So I meet with the producers. We sort of go over scripts of what's happened. We edit and alter, and then from about 2:00 every afternoon, I go into my voiceover booth and record that day, and then we're cutting and changing all through the day, and do lots of redoing it. Things get put in, things get taken out, and then finally we sit down about 6:00 that evening approximately, and for 2 hours we re-edit the show, making sure it's tight and everything's correct, and it's a long old process. And
it is, isn't it?
In the meantime, there's a whole load of other people doing the next day's show, so it never stops while it's on.
It's such a programme to be involved in, because obviously it's a 24-hour show. It might not be 24 hours live on television. I know there used to be a 24-hour stream which you used to be able to watch, but it is a 24-hour show, and cutting it up, editing it, and then getting a voiceover done on it. I mean, it's a mammoth task, isn't it? Shipping these shows out every night, and then the live show, of course.
And there's only one show like it. I mean, it often gets sort of banded into this sort of reality TV, but there is only one Big Brother. There's nothing like it. There's nothing that does this type of thing, puts people in a house and films them constantly, and it is unique. It is
very unique. Marcus, have you ever thought about maybe doing it yourself?
Going on there, it's a question I get often asked, but do you know what? I think they'd have to pay me a lot of money. I quite like my anonymity, that's the word, and be able to sort of walk around and be, private. But I couldn't. No, I've got too many bad habits.
You you touched on it earlier on. I mean, you said about the change of channels, Channel 4 to 5. I just want to ask briefly, I mean, what was that like? Because, of course, its legacy was on Channel 4, and a lot of people were saying it should actually end now. Davina's going. We know that. It should probably just end now. But, I mean, what was your thoughts at the time going from Channel 4 to Channel 5? Did you have any hesitations about it, or did you...
Absolutely none at all. I think the thing is, you've got to... It's the same company that make it, but it's a different channel that buy it and put it on their TV.
Right.
And so I'm working with some of the people I've worked with for 10 years, some of the people out there with OCM, really. Davina didn't want to do it again, that's fair enough, but the show has more to do with it's about the housemates, ultimately, and that's what it lives or dies on, who you put in there, and it's not who's presenting it, it's not who's doing the voiceover, although that's just all part of the trimming. So and you know, and then Davina's shoes were big shoes to fill. She's now got a frog in the throat. And I think Brian's doing an admirable job, you know, and he's really getting there now, and he's making the show his own. And I had no hesitation whatsoever, because we did a really good, on the last year on Big Brother, that was the year that the Vinnie Jones had gone into celebrity with I can't remember, Jordan's ex-husband.
Yes,
Alex
Dane
Reed.
Bowers, yes.
And it was just a really amazing celebrity. And then we had a final normal Big Brother, which was with the Josie and all those guys, and it was just a really good Big Brother. It's almost like we turned a corner, and we just go, wow, this is a really good show.
Yeah.
So, and there was rumours going around that Channel 5 wanted it, and that didn't come out for ages, but it pretty much was getting sorted out as it was finishing.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
the last couple of series on Big Brother were, on Channel 4 were brilliant. I mean, I think the first series on Channel 5 was brilliant, and of course it's back now on Channel 5, and of course there's a whole new different bunch of housemates in there. This is what I love. I think the past few years, definitely when Frankie went in last year, I think coming off the back of the X Factor, booking that someone from X Factor has quite bad press, like Rylan did get, and then seeing them in the house, you see them in a whole different limelight, don't you? And this is what's brilliant.
It's a completely different show, isn't it? Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
You see them for who they are, and it's brilliant. I mean, what do you think of this year's for celebrities? Because reading what some people have put online, some of the feedback, there's really mixed views, aren't there, on the bunch this year?
Well, to tell you the truth, you get the normal, so who are these people? But, you know, I've never heard of them. Do you know what? I never watched X Factor, so I didn't even know who Rylan was, but obviously it's a massive show. Yeah. So I had no preconceived ideas. My youngest daughter was saying, "Oh my God, I love him, and do you know what? I really like the bloke. I don't know what he's done. I don't know why he got vilified on another show, but you know what? I take it as face value, and he seems a really nice chap.
Basically,
Frankie Dettori seems lovely. You know what? The nice people, and this Spidey, this Heidi and Spencer, I never watched The Hills. I hadn't even heard of the show. It's massive, isn't it? In reality TV lore, and. Yes, they're great, and they don't have to know how to play the part of the villain. They're great, they're absolutely fantastic, and you know, I love them for it. And that's the thing, you're getting introduced to new celebrities, or whatever the loose word of celebrity is, you know. But these people are famous in their own, you know, in their own heads.
Basically, Rylan was on the X Factor, and Rylan couldn't sing. That's the whole thing behind Rylan. But no, Heidi and Spencer, as you said, it does seem like them in the house, that they're good bad guys. But it seems like we haven't actually seen Heidi yet. She's a bit behind Spencer, isn't she? She's hiding a bit behind Spencer. And what we're seeing from Spencer is a character you're either going to love because he's messing around. He's really, you know, getting, I wouldn't say on people's nerves because it's not that obvious yet, but you can tell he's really going to get on people's words and nerves, and there could be an argument there. Do you know what I mean? He's like the front man.
Well, it all kicked off on the live show, at the end of the live show on Friday last night, and you know, it's going to be shown in today's show, Saturday's show, and I can't wait to see what's going on, because it really was kicking off, because he Spencer and Heidi nominated Claire and Rylan for eviction, so it's fireworks are flying, and you know, that's what makes it great. A bit of confrontation, a bit of love, you know, big old happy mixture, and we all get on with it.
It's going brilliantly. I can't wait to see how this series actually pans out, because there's so much potential, isn't there? This is what I love about Big Brother. At the early stages, it hovers a little bit, and then you start seeing as the weeks go that you can see that something might happen here, something might happen there, and then when it finally does come, it's like bang. And there it is. Do you know what I mean? This is what makes Big Brother brilliant. Is this what makes working on it even more fantastic for you?
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of the show, and I love watching it. I watch it at work. I watch it with my family. And I have my likes and dislikes, and I boo and scream and swear at the TV just like everybody else. And that's what it is. We're getting introduced to characters. We're listening to the stories and seeing things involved, seeing these stupid tasks and their glorious failures. And it's a nice bit of entertainment, and I love working on it.
It's an amazing show. Marcus, thank you very much for coming on the show and joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, mate. Thank you. And just one final question. Looking at it now, who do you think could possibly take this year's crown? I think Rylan. Oh, there we go. He seems very, very popular, so and he seems he's coming over really well. So either he or Frankie. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on the show. Very welcome. Ta-ra.